Tonight on Chris 6 News, a community recovering after devastating fires. Will share what local leaders have to say next. Plus, one Good Samaritan rushed into action last night when he noticed a neighbor's backyard on fire. We'll hear the story next. And the Old Harbor Bridge is finally coming down after being delayed for multiple days. We'll hear from members of the community about their connection to this historic bridge. Chris 6 News at 5 starts right now. Well, hello and thank you for joining us. I'm Clara Benitez Cortez. Fire crews are still on the scene in Gregory, keeping an eye on the smoldering cotton bales that could flare up again. Yesterday, a cotton gin fire raced through fields and into nearby homes. Today, the damage is visible, although the city is still assessing. Our crews saw at least 2 homes that were destroyed. Others remain coated in pink retardant, a reminder of how close the fire came to causing even more destruction. Senior Neighborhood News reporter Suzanne Stevens spoke with the resident who helped fight the fire.
It was bad. We couldn't breathe. You couldn't see. Your eyes burned. Your lungs were burning.
How does it make you feel seeing all that devastation?
It's sad. It's heartbreaking knowing that, people work real hard to have what they have, and even if they barely have anything, just to watch it, perish is a horrible thing.
Officials are warning residents to stay away for safety concerns. Streets from West 4th through 8th and Avenues A and B remain closed, while power is expected to be restored this afternoon, and the community shelter will stay open through Sunday. Well, the fire has led to responses from neighboring cities throughout San Patricio County. Neighborhood News reporter Adam Beam was in Sinton earlier today, a city that experienced devastating fires firsthand earlier this year. It was nearly 6 months ago when the 2 fires burned over 700 acres of land and destroyed 17 homes. For some residents in Sinton, this latest fire is a reminder of the loss, but also hope for the recovery.
It was pretty much a tragedy. A lot of people lost their homes. Reach out to your community. That's about the only thing I could say. That's what happened here. A lot of people reached out and helped the people that needed the help.
Sinton Mayor Mary Speidel also posted on social media saying that the city of Sinton stands firmly alongside the city of Gregory, adding that they are just down the road, ready to offer help and support whenever it is needed. And back here on the south side of the bay, Corpus Christi firefighters had a busy night. A house fire happened around 10:30 on the corner of Rodfield and Fremont Drive. The cause for the fire is unknown at this time. A neighbor noticed the fire in the backyard of the house, and that is when his instincts kicked in.
I ran around the corner and started banging on doors, make sure everybody gets out, make sure everybody's safe. And by the time they opened their doors, and I looked inside, like half the living room was already on fire.
Well, like you just heard, Torres was able to wake up the family and get them out of the house. No one was injured. Well, we've been telling you about the high fire risk for a few days now, but the question now turns into how long is this going to last? We're joined by meteorologist Stephanie Lauber for a first look at that forecast and to find out how long these conditions are going to last.
Yeah, Clara, we finally were able to get rid of the wind. That's one of 3 big ingredients when it comes to fire weather, but we still have very dry conditions across the coastal bend. We often look to dew point temperatures, not as a temperature, but as a comparison to how much water is in the air around us in relation to the temperature. So let's go ahead and take a look at where those dew points stand right now. We usually consider dew points around 40 degrees to be pretty dry, but we are cooler and a lot drier out there. Thankfully not seeing the single digits for neighborhoods like Beeville, where yesterday we had a dew point of 7. 8 degrees at one point. So now we've rebounded a little bit. We still have incredibly dry conditions around the coastal bend. Like I said, we're just missing the wind component. Those have relaxed a good deal today and should remain relatively low over the next 12 to 24 hours. But did you happen to get up early this morning and decide to go back inside for a sweater? Yeah, I told you to expect it to be cold. Here in Corpus Christi broke the record low temperature for October 30th. 38 degrees. Other neighborhoods waking up to very chilly conditions. What will tomorrow morning bring? I'll fill you in with your 7-day forecast ahead.
Well, new documents reveal a more extensive pattern of potential violations at the Nueces River Authority. An analysis by 6 Investigate shows 40% of water sampling forms submitted in 2024 were signed by unlicensed individuals, employees who had already resigned or people who didn't actually collect the samples. That's 41 out of 103 forms. Executive Director John Barham's name appears on 25 forms, despite previously telling Chris 6 News he does not collect water samples. The Nueces County DA said last week his office is reviewing 38 criminal cases against the agency's former quality assurance officer. After days of delays, neighbors in the Coastal Bend are finally seeing the center span of the Harbor Bridge come down. And since Monday, dozens of families line the perimeter of the Corpus Christi Water Gardens to see the full bridge in its last moments. But windy conditions caused neighbors to wait several days. The day finally came where the crews began lowering the massive steel structure. It's carefully planned operation, marking the biggest step yet in the bridge's demolition. Neighbors tell Chris 6 News seeing the center span lower is bittersweet.
I was here on Monday and there was a delay and I'm back here today, and I wanted to bring my son so we could witness this together. It's an iconic figure in this community. It's everything that represents Corpus Christi.
Well, TxDOT tells Chris 6 News the barge and center span of the old Harbor Bridge will no longer be taken to a dock between Portland and Ingleside. It will now travel to the port's inner harbor. No word yet on when the entire bridge will be completely gone. And as the government shutdown continues, SNAP benefits will be put on pause for the month of November, and there is no word yet on when it will return. With that in mind, Neighborhood News reporter Stephanie Molina spoke to a local business about how this will impact them. Store manager Nishama Dahal of Sunny Market in Kingsville says they get a lot of customers who use SNAP.
Like 5 out of 1 or 2 customers, they come with the SNAP benefit. So yeah, they buy their chips, candies, sodas, so many things with the SNAP benefit. So yeah, it will definitely impact our business.
The manager doesn't know how this will affect their business long term, but says they will have to make adjustments as the time goes.
Clean up for a cause. I'm Melissa Trevino, and I'll tell you why neighbors in Alice are working together to help the Old Collins Cemetery.
For the last 2 years, I've been keeping you updated on the Yorktown Widening Project. I'm Tony Jaramillo, and I'll tell you where it stands now.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
I'm Tony Jaramillo, your neighborhood news reporter on the South Side. I first told you about the Yorktown Widening Project in November of 2023. The project started last year, so what's new and what are residents saying?
I'm excited about when it will be completed. That excites me, but right now it's a lot of traffic, a lot of pain.
Melanie Austin lives on the side the city is currently working on, westbound on Yorktown.
I hope that they consider putting in maybe another stoplight within these neighborhoods to help the residents get in and out of our areas.
Blake Beard lives on the opposite side. He says he's had headaches with the project like potholes on the temporary road, but is looking forward to the outcome.
I'm all for expansion, so it'll definitely be good. I think it'll make the flow of traffic go better.
The $25.5 million project will upgrade Yorktown to 4 brand new lanes, new sidewalks, gutters, traffic signals, drainage, and more.
We're nearing 50% complete on it, so we're looking at on time.
It's expected to be completed by August of 2027. Director of Engineering Services Jeff Edmonds tells me the project hasn't been met without challenges, since this project involved a rural conversion to a 4-lane road.
That's part of the challenge. We're working in a constrained right-of-way, and we're having to get all the underground construction done within that constrained right-of-way.
They've also had to constantly repair potholes and other issues on the temporary road the city built to keep traffic flowing. Edmond says it cost the budget to go over $500,000 to $750,000, but the city has stayed on top of the repairs as they happen.
We are monitoring that, and we are addressing issues as they come up. But we obviously didn't want to build a very robust pavement because it was a temporary road.
City officials tell me the project could finish earlier than the August 2027 timeline. On the south side, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Tony Jaramillo, Chris 6 News.
All right, Tony, thank you. Well, just a heads up, neighbors, if you have to hit the roads on the south side in the early morning hours tonight, there's some construction that you need to know about. Everhart Road between McCardle Road and Mount Vernon Drive will be closed from 2 a.m. until 6 a.m. tonight. Early morning. This closure is to allow for a concrete pour as part of the ongoing infrastructure project in the area. Make sure to pay attention to workers and follow detours during this time.
All right, just an update on traffic. Looking at our SPID camera, you can tell the usual rush hour stop and go is happening on SPID. But as we take a look at our traffic maps, I do want to take a trip up to San Patricio County and let you know that the major roadways around 181, 361, and 35 here near Gregory are back open. Those closures do remain, though, for Avenues A and B, as we told you earlier. But if you're traveling along 4th Street, that's mainly going to be around Avenue A and B that you should avoid that area, obviously, as crews are doing their work. If you don't have to be there, don't. But around town, we're looking good. Not much stop and go at all on 37, nor on SPID. The crosstown, we're seeing some stop and go on Saratoga. And of course, Staples. So as you head out, make sure you stay safe and drive safe. Your forecast is next. All right, so we're feeling pretty good outside. Sunshine and just a few clouds out there if you can find them. Yeah, you're probably just seeing some of the smoke plumes that have carried off into the horizon. That's about it. It is a cool afternoon out there, feeling very much like fall around the coastal bend. We're hanging out in the lower 70s along the coast. We warm up to those middle to upper 70s for other neighborhoods away from the water, but it's been pretty steady across the coastal bend. Of course, we're true to temperature because it is so bone dry out there. And unfortunately, that is what is continuing our threat of fire danger as we head through this afternoon and even into portions of Friday as well. So please be careful. Continue to practice that fire safety. Avoid any activities that could set off a spark. One thing that has changed for the better is that our winds have finally come down. We're not seeing the gusty winds that we had yesterday, and that's really helped out for the emergency crews, but it also helps out with, for instance, this morning where we had those very chilly temperatures and have that bite in the air from the wind, but it's also because we're so dry and those winds calmed that we saw just a drastic drop with those morning low temperatures. As I mentioned, 38 degrees. Breaking the record low temperature for October 30th in Corpus Christi. And even now, not much movement in the wind out there, but you can see we still have, where we do have movement, a little bit of that north influence. So this is kind of the inflection point. We're going to start seeing that humidity rebounding as we head on into Friday and eventually Saturday. But Friday is going to be a very slow and gradual, very steady increase in our humidity. Overnight, we tend to see that humidity jump up. We're going to get to about 72%. That's pretty low for Corpus Christi, a coastal town where we normally have overnight humidity around the 80-90% range, but we'll have light winds and it'll feel a little more comfortable as we start tomorrow off. But make no mistake, relative humidity is still going to be low. We have dry air in place, and on top of that, some very dry vegetation. So as we head into the overnight, we're not looking at a whole lot of that humidity for very long. The afternoon is when we tend to see our lowest values, the heat of the day. And so tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. on Friday, still looks to be a very dry situation, especially for our neighbors toward the brush country and inland neighborhoods along the coast. We're improving. It's a very slow improvement as those winds kind of turn around and become more onshore, but again, it's gradual. Now, Friday night into Saturday morning, we're not that concerned about the relative humidity, and even to portions of Saturday afternoon, we're going to be relatively dry, but this is a bit more reasonable for South Texas. But still, practice that fire safety, please. We don't want to take any chances, because if any of these ingredients are especially potent, it's going to be the dry fuels, the dry vegetation out there. So we don't want to give fate any upper hand in this situation. Still, for today, fire danger has been extreme, high, and at best, the yellow area showing high across most of the coastal bend. So please be careful out there. Heading into tomorrow, that will improve, and that'll be the case into your Saturday as well. But the big weather picture until Saturday, it remains unchanged. High pressure overhead. Notice, hard to find a cloud around the Lone Star State. But I think as our next front comes in, that's where our next opportunity for rainfall arrives. It's going to be some isolated showers Saturday night. Don't think it'll ruin your Saturday night plans. If they happen to be outdoor, just keep an eye on the radar. But for the most part, we're enjoying this forecast. Cool mornings, pleasant afternoons ahead.
I'm Melissa Trevino, your neighborhood news reporter in Alice. I told you about concerns at the Old Collins Cemetery. Now, volunteers are stepping up to help. Those were the sounds at the Old Collins Cemetery on Thursday, as a group of about 20 volunteers from around the Coastal Bend gathered to clean up the property. The household trash I showed you earlier this month was picked up by the city before the group started working. Gilbert Garcia, a volunteer at the cleanup event, says people should be ashamed for dumping their trash at any cemetery.
I would assume most people that are here, especially the older dated stones, that their relatives are gone as well. So if we can't be here doing it, really there's no one else.
Garcia says he has participated in several cemetery cleanups in the past, so when he was asked to help, he didn't hesitate.
Because every person, can make a difference, even if it's just one extra. In the past our numbers were low, so I know that it's hard to get people to come out.
Slowly the volunteers cut through the years of overgrown grass. Garcia says the hardest part of the day was when he uncovered the resting place of 2-year-old Elizabeth Ann Barton, who passed away in 1959. He was using the weed eater when he felt the concrete beneath him, uncovering her final resting place underneath his feet. Volunteer Ignacio Carrillo says he doesn't understand how the community doesn't take pride in keeping this holy place clean.
Well, it helps the people out here because it's all dirty and needs cleaning up. It's better to help out, God will bless you with more.
Didi Arizmenda says she wishes more people felt the same way.
It feels wonderful. It feels great that you can see the people out here that they're coming on their own because they understand that there's some that no longer have any family members that can come and take care of their plot.
The volunteers here tell me they hope to have more cleanups for the cemetery. In Alice, I'm Melissa Trevino, your neighborhood news reporter, Chris 6 News.
Spooky sights and creative frights. I'm Ana Conejo, and I'll show you how one local family is getting into the Halloween spirit, one scare at a time.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
From caskets to creativity, I'm Ana Conejo, your neighborhood news reporter on the south side at Hills Hollow Cemetery, where the Lopez family's front yard has been bringing hundreds of people for free spooky fun.
Ever wonder what it's like to be buried alive?
During the day, you'll see this home on Santa Sofia Street that looks like a typical yard, but at night, you'll find Hills Hollow Cemetery.
It's been well over a decade that we've been trying to put together like a little haunt. It's something for the neighborhood.
Albert Lopez is the mastermind behind this Corpus Christi attraction. He started it back in 2012, centered around his family's love for Halloween.
One day, I just decided to do something real small. Just the entrance to our porchway. And it was a, pretty big hit, so the next year, it got a little bigger. I did the whole yard.
Lopez's son, Albert Jr., tells me it's a family effort putting this together.
Guys are taking care of some of the heavier stuff. My sisters, putting together the props and putting up some of the smaller decorations, but everybody helps.
Visitors who are brave enough to come and visit will find a real coffin and handmade items. And this year, Hills Hollow is expanding, even stretching into their neighbor's yard.
So we try and change it up every year. And we look forward to seeing the crowd come out every time because, like I said, it's just, we could practically shut down the street with the whole crowd of people that we get here.
And those crowds certainly come out. Lopez's tell me visitors from as far as San Antonio and Austin come out to visit their house of horrors, and they're ready for another successful year. The Lopez family says that they'll have live actors as soon as the sun sets and plenty of candy for the kids. Reporting on the south side, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Ana Conejo, Chris 6 News.
If you're planning to rent an Airbnb for Halloween, you want to think twice. We'll share the details of their new anti-party system for the scariest night of the year.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
Well, Airbnb has stated they'll once again be rolling out their anti-party system this Halloween weekend. Airbnb's technology evaluates the potential party risk by reviewing the length of a reservation, the distance from the guest location, and the timing of a booking. High-risk bookings will be blocked with alternative accommodations suggested. The company says last year its policy prevented more than 40,000 people from booking entire home listings for Halloween. Alrighty, well, Halloween weather. Gonna be scary?
I mean, you're going to want to be inside for this one because it'll be a little chilly out there.
Okay.
But it's what we expect for this time of the year. Have a look. First and foremost, we are still under a red flag warning until 10 o'clock tonight, so that's the trick. But the treat is in the chilly weather we're going to see tomorrow morning. Look at this, a little warmer than what we woke up to. I think for this time, we'll actually stay in the 40s, even in the chilliest neighborhoods.
All right, everybody, grab your sweat bib. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you here at 6 o'clock.
Bye.